The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Friday, February 27th. Ivy's dirty secret in Jeopardy, Dylan's chance with Will. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Friday, February 27th, reveal that Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, will realize her scheme could crumble if she doesn't regain control. Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, will also console Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, and perhaps see a new opportunity, so here's what B&B fans can look forward to. At the beach house, Will just told Dylan about the kiss he witnessed between R.J. Forrester, Brian Nicoletti, and Electra Forrester, Lania Grace. Now Will's angry with himself for letting things even get to this point. Dylan may blame herself on Friday's B&B episode and express some guilt since her presence at the beach house caused issues in Will's relationship. However, Dylan might also call Electra out for putting her lips on another man so quickly and just throwing away her romance with Will like it was nothing. Perhaps Dylan will argue Will doesn't deserve that as she consoles him. This could be Dylan's chance to pull Will closer and plant a kiss of her own on him soon enough. In the meantime, RJ will remain livid with Will for breaking Electra's heart. Ivy may give RJ another nudge to pursue Electra and show her what a real man's devotion can look like. Next, Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire will be a complication Ivy didn't see coming on Friday's show. It won't be long until Daphne lashes out at Ivy over the letter she watched her steal, but Ivy will warn that she can't breathe a word of this to Electra or anyone else. Ivy will work to keep Daphne in line, but this will certainly bring a curveball when it comes to her mission to keep Will and Electra apart. Nevertheless, Ivy feels like it's her duty to protect Electra and put her on a better romantic path, so she'll keep working hard to make that happen. That means threatening Daphne and doing whatever Ivy can to keep her sneaky moves under wraps. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Electra and Will have more drama in their future thanks to Ivy, so stay tuned for all the troubling news to come. CDL will have all the exciting Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and news you need, so make us your #1 source. Friday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful promises explosive revelations, emotional confrontations, and shifting loyalties that could permanently alter relationships across Los Angeles. Secrets have a way of surfacing at the worst possible time, and for Ivy, that moment may have finally arrived. Ivy's carefully buried truth begins to crack. Ivy has always prided herself on being composed, strategic, and 2 steps ahead of everyone else. But lately, cracks have started to show in her perfectly polished exterior. What began as a small deception, something she convinced herself was necessary, has spiraled into a full-blown ticking time bomb. For weeks, Ivy has guarded her dirty secret with fierce determination. Only one other person knows the full truth, and that fragile alliance is beginning to fracture. Friday's episode teases that someone unexpected may stumble onto a clue, a text message seen out of context, a suspicious conversation overheard, or perhaps financial documents that don't quite add up. The real danger: Ivy's secret isn't just personal. It has the power to damage reputations, break trust, and potentially dismantle a relationship that many believed was solid. If exposed, it could shift the balance of power in ways no one anticipates. Suspicion builds around Ivy. The walls are closing in. There's a growing sense that Ivy isn't as untouchable as she once believed. Subtle glances and carefully worded questions suggest someone is starting to connect the dots. Could it be a family member noticing inconsistencies? Or someone who has always doubted Ivy's sincerity finally finding proof? Friday's preview hints that an intense confrontation may be looming, one that forces Ivy to either double down on her lies or risk coming clean before someone else does it for her. What makes matters worse is Ivy's own guilt. Though she justifies her actions as necessary, the emotional toll is clearly weighing on her. In a moment alone, she may find herself questioning whether protecting the secret is worth the devastation it could cause. Dylan sees an opening. While Ivy's world threatens to crumble, another storyline gains momentum. Dylan, often underestimated but quietly observant, senses opportunity, and that opportunity's name is Will. Dylan has always played the long game. Patient, calculated, and surprisingly intuitive, he knows timing is everything. And right now, with tension brewing and trust wavering elsewhere, he sees a chance to step closer to Will. But Dylan's intentions may not be as pure as they appear. Is he genuinely interested in building something meaningful with Will? Or is he capitalizing on emotional vulnerability created by Ivy's instability? Friday's episode hints at a pivotal moment between Dylan and Will, an honest conversation that deepens their connection. Dylan offers understanding, stability, and a sense of reassurance that contrasts sharply with the drama swirling around Ivy. For Will, who values loyalty above all else, this could be exactly what he needs. Will at a crossroads. Will finds himself torn. On one side, there's history, shared memories, complicated emotions, and unfinished business. On the other side, there's the possibility of something calmer, something grounded. If Will senses even a hint of deception from Ivy, trust could shatter instantly. And once broken, trust is nearly impossible to repair. Dylan knows this. That's why he chooses his words carefully. He doesn't push too hard. Instead, he listens. He validates. He positions himself as someone who would never keep secrets, someone transparent and dependable. But in a world like this, appearances can be deceiving. A shocking discovery. Friday's biggest cliffhanger may come in the final moments. Teasers suggest that someone gets dangerously close to uncovering Ivy's truth. Perhaps a phone left unlocked. A file accessed at the wrong time. Or a witness stepping forward unexpectedly. The camera could linger on Ivy's face as realization dawns, she's no longer in control. If the secret comes out publicly, the fallout could extend beyond just Ivy and Will. Reputations in business, family alliances, even long-standing rivalries could ignite once more. And if Dylan learns the truth before Will does, that gives him even more leverage. Emotional fallout ahead. What makes this episode particularly compelling is the emotional layering. No one is entirely innocent. Ivy may have made questionable choices, but her motivations could be rooted in fear of losing love, status, or security. Dylan may appear supportive, but ambition often hides beneath charm. And Will, he may soon be forced to decide what kind of future he wants, one built on complicated history or one offering a clean slate. Friday's episode promises heated confrontations, whispered suspicions, and a final twist that leaves viewers questioning everything they thought they knew. What happens next? If Ivy's secret explodes into the open, next week could bring public humiliation and fractured relationships. Alternatively, she might manage to contain the damage, at least temporarily, buying herself more time to manipulate the narrative. Meanwhile, Dylan's growing closeness to Will could either blossom into genuine romance or reveal itself as strategic maneuvering. In true soap fashion, no victory comes without consequences. One thing is certain. By the end of Friday's episode, at least one relationship will never be the same. Will Ivy's secret destroy everything she's worked for? Or will Dylan's calculated patience finally pay off? Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful won't want to miss a single moment.